Do you suffer from migraines? Do you grind your teeth? Is your jaw out of alignment? Do you have TMJ? Do you have neck aches? Did you say yes to all 4? What are you doing about it? What have you been doing about it? Is it working? Well, if it hasn't, you should give me a call. What do you have to lose? 15-minute consultation to see if we could change your situation. Why is that? Migraines could come from the fact that your soft tissue in your skull going into your neck is too tight. Now remember this, I've given you the example of a wrist that's free-flowing and moving. But when it's a tourniquet like this, it's hard. It's very hard. It's hard for blood to flow back and forth. What do you have coming out of your head? Through a tiny little hole coming out. All your nerves, quite honestly. So imagine if your neck had a tourniquet on it and you were restricting blood flow, restricting circulation, restricting movement of all that soft tissue in this area. Don't you think you'd feel uncomfortable? And then when you touch your neck, there's no squishiness to it. There's no suppleness to it. It's like you have a cement cast on your neck. How can that be healthy for you? It can't. And with all of this tension, I bet you grit your teeth, which makes you go to the dentist. And I bet you grind it back and forth so that you create imbalances here and you have jaw pain. All of that contributes to migraines. Are pills going to change it? Temporarily. I have a client who's been dealing with this for years. There is no squishiness to her body because this tension has extended itself all the way down her body. So when she gets a migraine, she's laid up in bed, not for a day, not for 2 days, sometimes weeks. And if that doesn't help, then she goes to the hospital ER and hopes that they can inject her with something to relieve everything. When the answer, quite honestly, is for her to get some body work, to start to reduce tension, to start to open up her circulation, range of motion, and actually to relax. Because unless somebody shows you a different way, unless somebody presents you with a possibility, everything you do is just habit. And if that habit continues over and over again, potentially for years, I've had one guy come to me with bad sciatica, and he went to the ER and they really shot him up with a lot of painkillers. It did nothing. One session with me, he already felt 40% better. And with this migraine, 3 sessions with me, and there was greater blood flow. 3 sessions does not change a lifetime of bad behavior or bad habits. It begins to scratch the surface on how to manage your pain to move into a better life, pain-free. Give me a call. Let's talk about those migraines. Let's talk about TMJ. Let's talk about moving you from habit to your best life.